Hello doll friends and welcome back. This is our last seminar for today for our Dolly Holiday Celebration. We are here at the Grovian Museum with Michael Canadas and we are going to be talking about some French fashion men of the sea. This is a fun one because it ties into holiday traditions and it's very poignant for this time of year. So Michael, start us off.
Hi Ruby Lane.
Hi.
A lot of the questions that we've had come in during these workshops is how do you do display? And the display is very important. I love to do tableaus and David loves to do tableaus. Sometimes we don't do tableaus. Sometimes we want a more austere display with less background, less clutter, if you will. But sometimes you have to put things into their perspective of what's going to make them look right. And for a while we have been interested in a certain type of fisherman dolls, and sometimes they're ladies, but they don't really actually look right until you put them in the situation. So I want to share this little setup of our Gauthier Men of the Sea, and these are all both French fashion dolls. And these were little tourist dolls. Can we stop for a minute? David? Yeah. Could you stop typing? Yeah. Thank you.
This is a live working
place.
So business
but
does
I feel
go
like
on.
I have to talk as fast as he's typing. So these are little Gautier fashion dolls. And when you see these, and these are available on Ruby Lane, they have a great charm to them. But if you took this off and you put it over here, it's totally lost everything.
Totally.
And so when you put it back here, it is now in situation, and if I can get it back, it's the little nails go in the feet. And let's see if I can do it without my glass. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So when it's in situation, it has a totally different look. And so we collected these dolls up, and then we managed to find all these wonderful things that have fish. And these are like the biggest sardines in the world.
Those are wonderful.
And that it's actually a candy container. And one of the reasons that this is a candy container, I think a lot of people don't. I am half Portuguese. And Portuguese men are known as the men of the sea. And all Portuguese songs are sad songs about how we ruled the world through the sea and we lost it all, and et cetera, et cetera. So there is a great tradition in the Portuguese people and Italian people. At Christmas, you don't have a turkey, you don't have duck, you have the 7 fishes. So you have 7 different fish courses for Christmas. So that's why you would see a candy container with something like sardines on bread.
How interesting.
Yes.
Love that.
So it's and this piece, because we had all these, wonderful fish items. And by the way, this is another fish candy container. And it's from the original.
Where does it open?
It opens in the back.
Look at that.
On the side.
Wonderful.
And it has the writing from the factory because it was a piece that you could order. And so we had all this, and the rusticy, rickety table that you'd see in a fish market. And then so David created this whole little piece.
Put it all together.
Yeah, this little tableau. He built it, did all the paint work to it, and then he left it outside because we wanted it to have that kind of weathered look. And I think it's really important to, not all French fashion dolls are fancy ladies or gentlemen. Sometimes they are the working class, and the fishermen, fed the world and fed their families. And a lot of the fish that they fished was cured and canned and sent all over the world. And this is a part of the holiday season fish. It's just not something that's mainstream, because in America we have turkeys or hams or something like that. But you know, if you're a Portuguese or you're Italian, you know, everyone knows the 7 fishes. And you know, some of the things that they don't have here would be, like if you're a Portuguese, one of the fish that you'd have would be octopus, which is not my favorite, but it's one of the delicacies that they would have.
Fish are woven into so many cultures and religion, and even with the Catholic faith. That Jesus was a fisher of men, and this is just this is just
and
such
that's
a fun
why you
display.
have that. You know, you have very strong Catholic faith in Portugal and in Italy, so that's where you have that. That is the reason for the 7 fishes. You know, I don't know exactly why it's not 5 fishes or 3 fishes,
or 12,
but
or yes,
yeah, but it's 7 fishes. So.
Look at that. So I must mention the eyebrows on this doll, because they are very prominent.
Well, I mean, it was just how the person that was painting it that day felt, and you know, it's.
I mean, comparatively, it's like
Sure, but I think in a way, I mean, let's face it, I've seen plenty of men with bushy eyebrows like that, and you know, they didn't in those days manscape, so it's.
It's pretty period authentic.
But this one too, I should note that the mustache is fired into the bisque. So
look
that
at
was
that.
meant. Yes, he was meant. I believe that these were meant to, you know, Gauthier was basically selling to people who were assemblers, but I think these were ordered to be ultimately fishermen, and there are also lady fishmongers too, and we've been looking for the right, because we kind of have room. If we did a little arrangement, we'd have room to have one little lady fisherman fishmongers there. So, I mean, this is a fun thing. It's thinking outside of the box. It's still part of the French fashion family. It's showing, you know, a little bit of rustic, real life, nitty gritty. You know, you can almost practically smell the fish when you're looking at this.
You can hear it. You can hear the fish market and the seagulls gulling, and it's just wonderful.
And you know, we're on the Monterey Bay, so this is a big part of our lives here, is the health and of the sea, and you know, working with the fishermen to have them be good stewards of the ocean. And you know, it's very important to the planet. You know, I mean,
absolutely,
it truly is. I mean, if we lose our fisheries and our coral reefs and all of that, we're going to be in really serious trouble. So this is kind of a wonderful piece that I actually enjoy seeing this every day. It's one of the favorite things I have. It's not super duper fancy schmancy, but it has that absolute charm. And you know,
this is something you can make, and
you
can
could
build
you
on.
could collect it up.
Yeah.
You could you know, even if you don't have talent, there's somebody around you. There's a miniaturist that could do this, because it's supposed to be rustic, so you don't have to be the perfect carpenter. And you know, it also has very much like the Persephia, which I think we're going to talk about tomorrow, because a lot of your viewers have asked for that.
To see it again.
It has that kind of just, it's a story. It's telling some kind of a story, I think.
It absolutely tells a story. And you can change the story every day. It's a wonderful way for children to learn too, as well.
Well, and that also too, children need to learn that, you know, the things they eat, if they go to get a fish sandwich at McDonald's or wherever they go, that came from somewhere.
Right.
Someone had to catch it. The techniques are different now than they were then, but you know, it's basically the same concept. And you know, I've just had a lot of fun with this.
Well, thank you for sharing it. It is just wonderful, and what a great day.
We've had a great day.
We've had a great day. It's been a celebration, so we are excited to see you tomorrow.
We're going to see you tomorrow, and I think we're going to visit. We're going to visit a phenomenal antique shop tomorrow called the Spinning Wheel Antique Shop.
I just can't even wait.
That I think we'll do first thing tomorrow.
Excellent.
So we'll see you tomorrow.
We will see you in the morning.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.